Hey Pisces, how you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie. We are checking in with your energies and seeing what is going on today. As always, hope you're doing fab. It's a bit cold and drizzly. I think there's a little bit of snowflakes kind of forming up here. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. So let's see what the energies have for you, Pisces. Action. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron, the temple path. Let's get one more. So this is for Pisces, sun, moon, and rising energies will be the most dominant here. Obviously, you can check it out for any Pisces placement. You may be a cross watcher as well. So take what resonates, connect into the vice versa energy. And let's get you some messages and support that you need today on your journey. If you're new here and have been here for a while and haven't subscribed, please do so we can stay connected, and you'll get the deets when they do come out, especially if I do post other things in addition to that, and we can connect into your energy, transfer that. So let's have some fun, guys, and let's bring in some good stuff. All right, so action, sixth chakra, the temple path, rest and rejuvenation. Ooh, I like this because there's something that I feel there's something coming towards you with this action energy. I don't know if there's part of you. I'm just getting some potential opportunity offer is just coming towards you, and I don't know what you've been calling in of late, Pisces. I mean, I can tell for a certain group of you this could be related to a connection if you've been calling that in, but I feel like there's something or someone coming towards you is what I feel ultimately here with this action energy. Obviously we'll dive in a bit deeper, see what that all is about, but there's also something about your third eye, sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. There's something about your vision for life, what you're looking out upon, what you can see. I don't know, part of your dreams. There's something here that you can see. Something about creating is what I feel. And the temple path with the rest and rejuvenation, it seems like Spirit's taken you on a certain path or journey, something coming towards you. There's some opportunity here. It may even be like, again, I feel like this is something part of you that you've been wanting or desiring. It's like you've always maybe had a vision for it. I don't know if you knew exactly what it was, what it's going to be, or anything like that, but I feel that is positively colliding, coming together, coming towards you. You're calling it in. And with the temple path, it's like part of your spiritual life, part of your spiritual journey that it's like the starting place, the building blocks that it will be working on with the number 12, which is also number 3. So yeah, I just feel like building blocks, something's coming from this. And rest and rejuvenation, there's some transformation and also healing going on. So this could be like a parallel type of works. And I've felt for a little bit for you, Pisces, that whatever transformations are happening, changes, shifts in your world right now or over the last few months, maybe some of you it's been a few years, whatever that timeline is for you, that things have felt a little restless, a little uncomfortable, and things have, then significantly potentially shifted here. I just feel it's been a catalyst for you to go on some path and some journey. And along with this, though, you're also healing and discovering more about yourself as well. So there's a pretty interesting path that's moving ahead here. Let's uncover more of what this is. I mean, it's feeling good, guys. I'll let you know that. It's just sometimes, when we're going through it, it can, you can feel it, right? And yeah, I feel like you're feeling it. That there's things I feel that are on your mind that you're trying to look at, you're trying to assess here on your own journey as well, because I think there's a desire for more than one thing here that you want to do, want to create, want to do life with. I think there's just a whole bunch of things right now in your energy, in your space, in your vision, in your vortex. But I think then there's something more to it, or something more like in the center of it that is supporting you, but you may not be able to see it as yet. So let's see what this action energy is. So it seems like something that was over, or a situation that you felt. I've got the Seven of Voices, the Magician, Ten of Voices, and the Temperance energy. So it seems here something that perhaps you felt, I'm just getting, wasn't right. You don't know the truth of the situation, or maybe you're trying to manifest or call in some truth of the situation. But I think for a lot of you too, if there has been something that you've been wanting to work towards, but you haven't had the right path, the right strategy, maybe you've been sitting in a little bit of comfort, and you recognize like you needed to bring a different version of yourself out. You needed to bring a version of yourself that is willing to put yourself out there. Maybe you've been keeping it to yourself, what you've been wanting to do. And, you know, it might have come across a little bit secretive, but whatever this situation is, I feel like it's something that you've been wanting to do. For some, it's interesting. I am getting a little bit of manipulative energy. I'm not sure exactly what this is, or if this is another energy around you. I'm hearing the word holding back, and it's interesting though that we've got action. So something that's been holding back, which could be part of a manipulation tactic. But whatever this is, it's like ending. So that could be what this is like someone. It could be someone's also been trying to manifest you in, but they don't know how to do it. They didn't know the way to go about it because they didn't want to seem like whatever or however they're coming across. Yeah, there's something about manipulation here. We're going to have to dive in more and see what that is. But ultimately, what I do like, Pisces, is that part is over. Whatever that standstill block, something here, whatever you've been wanting to call in, that's been part of your desire, growth of something. I like it because that part is over. Whatever those difficulties have been, that's coming to an end. And something here is definitely balancing out. Something here is, you know, reconciling in your favor, whatever that is. And I don't know, I just got a warmth and a smile on my face. I don't know what that reconciling of something is. That could be just an inner journey, because we are seeing the temple path here in rest and rejuvenation, but there's just some warmth here. I feel like some form of satisfaction as well. And that could be because this thing is coming towards you. So it gives you maybe some form of hope and desire that, you know, things are working out, things are coming together. I do want to get a little bit more on what this this Seven of Voices energy is. I'm just going to use a different deck. Can you share more on what this Seven of Voices energy is? Thank you, Spirit. What is this Seven of Voices? Another seven. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like someone's been potentially blocking here, like I said, or holding back, or just the way that they approach something. It's always how they look at the situation. And it could have just come across like a little bit manipulative, because it's like you may have always felt like you had to fold in your own way just to keep the peace, or just to keep things simple. And maybe that was a way a person used to operate. And obviously, you know, different stories, different situations. But yeah, I'm just getting some sense here of someone blocking something, someone also, you know how people can block access to things or block opportunities to things. Maybe you're trying to find out more information, something felt a little bit off, and maybe you're wanting to have conversations around that, or wanting to understand something, but it's like they always just seem to manipulate or twist just to satisfy you in some way. And but that was also then blocking the situation, so you couldn't get through. But maybe part of it too is that you also put up your own boundaries towards it as well with this Seven of Wands energy. So I'm not exactly sure what that situation is for you, Pisces. It feels a bit past energy. So but let's get a little bit more about this Magician energy. Nine of Cups. Yeah, again, it's like I just feel like someone would give information to satisfy you, to make you happy. We just want Pisces happy. We want Pisces happy. We don't want any conflict, you know. But I think that was you playing the part versus like meaning you're the one keeping the peace to it because you're a cool energy that kind of gives trust to people, even though something might feel a bit off. It's like you're just going to be a bit more diligent. So I feel like, yeah, there's something here around that. What else do we need to know about this energy? So for some of you too, that there can be what you thought was one way or another way. You know, you might have had your own views on something. This could also be too that you've been maybe holding yourself back from doing something as well. And I'm not sure what exactly this is about or why you've been doing it. There can be multiple reasons, situations, environments, you know, belief systems, fear, a whole bunch of things. What I feel though is there is something that you have finally manifested because you've believed enough in it. You've started putting, you know, some effort, a little bit more energy, a little bit more desire, and maybe getting a little bit more focused. And you can start seeing like, when I do this, I actually feel pretty good, you know? And as you start feeling good about it, it's like these things come into manifestation. So again, I think whatever was being stopped, blocked, where there has been any potential manipulative energy, yeah, I just feel like this is kind of shifting out and you're getting into a happier place. If there has been a connection where there's been, you know, someone where there has been some potential deception, or again, I feel like that, whatever that is, if that's been around another party, another energy or something, again, I feel like that's coming to an end. What do we need to know about this Temperance energy? Yeah, because someone has regrets here. Someone has, you know, they know what they've been doing. And I feel like as part of that, they want to make this right. So you get to obviously decide what you want to do with that information, but that's what's kind of coming on through here. So let's have a look a little bit deeper on this sixth chakra energy. I mean, there's no doubt, Pisces, for a lot of you who connect here, and I know a lot of you who've been connecting into the extendeds as well, that there seems to be a very strong theme right now. And I was having a chat to a couple of other friends who are intuitives and connect into this type of work. And yeah, there just seems to be a theme and energy right now for separation, spiritual awakenings, and like I feel a lot of impulsive actions or getting caught up in this little bit of spiritual warfare energy, and then it's like some realizations are starting to come about. I feel there's been a lot of separations, a lot of silences, and they're the kind of conversations. It's interesting that when you speak to people, or you may connect with it, you know, are in the similar line of work, who connect into other people and help their journey, just the themes. So I feel a lot more people are getting into their faith, into their stronger mindset, belief system, and standing up for themselves, you know, because I think it's just not an easy journey when these things are happening. Sixth chakra, what do we need to know? So we've got the Nine of Inspiration, and then we've got the Lover's energy. Okay, what else do we need to know here? Thank you, Spirit. There's a few messages coming through. Okay, with the Lovers, you've got the Tower and the World energy, and then the Nine of Inspiration. It seems like I'm feeling like a little bit of intense energy. Like, I don't know why I'm hearing like someone going through something. Like, you know, when someone's, how do I explain this? Like someone's going through packages or ripping up boxes. I don't know what that is exactly. It's like someone's looking for something. I know that's really bizarre, and that's going to be very specific, but it's just like someone rummaging through something, like they're looking for something. Or maybe it's someone packing, but no, I feel like someone's going through something right now, like looking into something, looking through something, looking through papers. It's like they know something is there and they're trying to find it or trying to uncover it here. I don't know who's doing what there. That's an interesting energy to come through. But also with this sixth chakra, there's something here very strongly that I feel with this nine of inspiration that you've been moving towards. I think there's a part of you that you've been hanging in for something or holding on to something, but it's also been like, it's been pretty intense, whatever this is. I feel there's a little bit of frustration. I think there's some things that you've heard, that you've experienced, and it's made you have to go into a certain direction or do things that perhaps you didn't really want to do, because this is like usually action energy, but it's kind of like a little bit after the battle. It's like you're still standing there, you're still showing up, but I know you're tired, Pisces, with whatever that situation is. And it feels like there may be a choice here with this lover's energy that you're deciding upon, a path, but it could be related to a union, to a connection. But it seems like that connection, something has happened here where something has changed and something has shifted. I mean, I'm also hearing for some of you, which is wild, there's so many messages coming through. That if someone else has made a choice and a decision here, I feel like a part of that choice and decision as well has been like they recognize with the path that they took that they kind of blundered it, kind of messed it up a little bit. But I'm also hearing that someone's saying here that you are their world, that you are everything to them. And I think they also know with whatever's changed or whatever situation has occurred here that they know what a powerful force you are, put it this way. And I think someone is waking up to that. But for some, I don't know how they forgot. I don't know how they forgot who you really are, Pisces. Maybe, part of it because you were sometimes getting manipulated, not realizing it, because you're just like a person who wants to go with the flow, make things easy, even though intuitively something wasn't feeling right. I think you were trying to be understanding, caring, compassionate. I do think that you spoke up at times. There's certain things that you believed in, sure. But there's something here about this person truly recognizing that the way that they were operating, the way that they were showing up, I feel like they can finally see what's been playing out or what has happened here. But in addition, it's like they really, I think I'm getting like imagery. So a lot of like potentially photos that maybe they're looking through something to find something that they might have of you. There's something that someone's potentially looking at or looking through right now, but I'm feeling it with a little bit of frustration. And my ears, it's like my ears, I don't know what it is. Something that they're listening to. Like I just feel their frustration. Someone's energy around you is very frustrated right now. Very, very interesting energy. But my ears are hurting, so I don't know what they're listening to. I don't know if they're talking about you. You know when they say your ears burn, but it's not my ears burning. It's like the inside of my ear, like something's been too loud or too noisy. I don't know if someone's even got an earache. It's just it's a weird feeling to have. I don't know if I've ever had that feeling. Something's loud, too loud. So maybe it's their inner voice. Anyway, let's have a look a little bit deeper what this Nine of Inspiration, we've got the Four of Cups here. Interesting, we've got the Tower on the bottom again. Knight of Cups. I don't pay attention to whether these are upright or upside down, but yeah, I think, you know, there's some love here that has been, I feel, wasted. I just feel someone's been a bit silly here, whatever's happened. Pisces. In saying that, so the Four of Cups with the Nine of Inspiration, there's just something here about, I don't even know where you're at anymore or what you're interested in anymore around this. There's something with your energy that's shifting. I think you're even acknowledging where you're at, and maybe now, like, it's kind of like the tables are turning, especially if this is the person that chose to leave or was the one that was causing some form of disruption. But it's interesting because it's like they're coming towards you, right? Because they want to make things right. They're really seeing things for what they are. But when they come and present it, and I just feel for a lot of you, and this has been coming up a lot, is like you've been waiting for this to come, this to happen. And I'm just not even sure now if you're really interested. The Lover's energy, what do we need to know? Excuse me. So we've got the Three of Pentacles with the Lover's energy. So something here and someone here is, again, wanting to rebuild, wanting to make something work regarding a connection, a union. I'm just hearing the word togetherness, but I just don't know if right now if that's something that you want to bother and putting in because of what happened. It's like, how can I trust? How can I build on this knowing what has happened? Because we've got a lot of threes here, guys. So there's been some interference of some kind. The World energy, what do we need to know? And then we've got the Four of Pentacles. Because I just don't think this person can... I think there's two parts of not being able to let go. I think there's a part of you, again, my ears are like so hurting. It's like a little bit burning inside. I have no idea what that is. But it's just like, you know, when you've just such loud noise or things you don't want to hear, but you can't close your ears, you know? So I don't know if someone's in this person's ear or is listening to something that is hurting, what they're hearing is hurting them, and it could be vice versa, but there's something about something someone's listening to or hearing. But again, there's something here as well with this World energy of not wanting to let go, but I think there's also some part here of wanting to build and wanting to create, but they also know that it may take a bit of time to get there. It may take a bit of time from what has happened. But I also feel that this person doesn't want to let go, and it acknowledges that what's happened, things have changed, things have shifted. You know, something had to give at some point. And I think you both knew this, something had to give. But now it's like they're looking back at what's happened, and hence why they want to move forward or take action forward, you know. So let's have a look at this Temple Path energy and what we need to know. All right, Temple Path energy, what do we need to know? So we've got the Temple Path, the Eight of Materials, Ace of Emotions, and the Moon energy. Let's get one more, and the Page of Voices. So there's something here, Pisces, that someone is putting the effort in. I don't know if this is you or them, wants to put some effort in, putting some energy in, but it seems like they're going on a journey, but it's an inner journey. I wonder too if this person is trying to figure out how to reconnect with you on a spiritual level, acknowledging, you know, this is a path that you've got to go down together. As much as this person may be doing some healing work, or life has taken them on this, it's like being self-aware though to the healing that still needs to occur, but with I think the courtesy and openness of, well, maybe, you know, we should be doing this together. So that can be really profound when people are choosing to do it together. It's not saying that you're fixing them at all or them fixing you. It's the willingness to support each other through this journey, through this experience, which I think is, pretty amazing if two people are willing to do the work, right? So I do feel that there's something spiritual happening here, and someone may want to put effort into or is looking at ways on how to look at or how to acquire information on how to do that. Okay, with this Eight of Materials energy. Like I said, we've also got the Ace of Emotion. So, there is some request here or some desire for a new beginning in love, in depth, in feeling. You may not be aware of this at all in how they're feeling. I think they're also, while they may not be expressing that and they're keeping that hidden, I think they're also waiting to see what the communication is or what's happening. Because I think you've sent, maybe that's it why my ears are hurting, is that you've sent a pretty loud message that they're not hearing from you. So that may be for some of you, but that's been a very loud message, and I think it hurts them more than they realize. And maybe they're the ones who potentially started no contact or any words that they've been using just hasn't been supportive. There's something around it, but it's like you've held strong around something and that you're teaching them. There's something here that you're teaching them through your own actions. But I do feel this is part of a spiritual journey, a spiritual awakening, a spiritual exercise that had to be learned and uncovered with whatever is changing and coming about. The Eight of Materials, we have the Hermit energy. Like I said, so I have a feeling that this person is studying something, looking into something. But more so on spirituality, on healing, on growth of some nature. I mean, gosh, they could be, they could be doing anything really at the end of the day. But I feel like someone's researching something, studying something. They could be working a lot too and just spending a lot of time on their own, as that's what they've needed to help themselves. I don't think they've been like keeping super busy. And if they have been super busy, again, I feel like they've been doing things on their own. It's not like they've been busy with people. Does that make sense? So what else do we need to know with this Ace of Emotions? Again, as I just feel like they want to win you back. They want to come back into the place where that all began. And I think that they're maybe building themselves up on the things that they know that they need to do that attract that satisfy that builds that up. So when they present it, it comes across as a strong position, one where you feel inspired about. And so I think they're acknowledging that they're going through some transformation. I feel like you're a lot on their mind. They've been looking at you and really recognizing what has happened. I don't think that they really, with their actions and steps, I don't think that they really realized or recognized what was happening with what they were doing until your lack of participation in the behavior or lack of contact, whatever it is that you've withdrawn from them, it's been very loud to them. So kudos to you, Pisces, for hanging in there. I've just dropped a card, one sec. The Moon energy is Eight of Pentacles. So that's coming in again. So got Eight of Materials and Eight of Pentacles. So there's definitely something here. They could be just keeping busy with work, like I said, but I feel like if it's been about building more on their finances, looking at their work, maybe they are studying, but there's something to do with their path and their journey or some form of spirituality, okay? Because the Temple path is about a journey. And looking at that, watching like the self-awareness. I was going to say watching themselves, but that sounds a bit weird. So there's something here that they're doing around this that They may have gone quiet themselves. They've withdrawn from a lot of things, a lot of people, and maybe they're just focusing on their work. Maybe they've chosen to study some more. But again, I feel like they're looking at they just, maybe they've lost a little bit of their mojo, and they're trying to get that back, trying to reinvigorate that so they can show up in the way that they want to show up, because they know how much they've kind of destroyed this connection in some way. Page of Voices, what do we need to know? They really think you're just doing absolutely okay without them. I think they're trying to see what you're doing, what you're up to. And at the same time, I just don't know how they seem to forget who you are, Pisces. And it just baffles me. Do they think that just because things may have been challenging, that underneath it all, that you're just going to wither away? No. Eventually, even in the hurts and the pains and whatever else, they know that you're a strong person. They know that you will hang in there and support them, but they also recall how they met you, the powerful place you were in when you met them. And they also know with that you're very good at just stepping back into that when you need to. I'm just going to move these over a bit. So I think this person was just like not really seeing what's happening in front of them when they were in it. It's like they had a bit of a cloud, a dark cloud over them, and they kind of, I don't know, I just want to shake my head, to be honest. It's just like what were they thinking? What were they doing, So silly sometimes, people. Sometimes too much caught up in feelings, when people can just have conversations and just open their heart and show up. And I know it's just, for some, it's just not that easy, and I get it, but it's just like, it could just save so much heartache and pain if people are just willing to acknowledge their BS, or acknowledge where they're feeling stuck, or acknowledge when they're feeling in a position or place, but that they're just not, they shouldn't be doing certain things, or they got carried away in a certain direction. But obviously they didn't feel safe in some way to be able to have those conversations. But again, there's something here about moving towards you, but they've got a lot that they still need to work out within them. And you always have known that, or have had a strong belief, and hence why you're still hanging in there in your own way, Pisces. But I do feel like you knew that they were always going to come back at some point. But at the same time, there's also a part of you that is like hope, but 1 foot out of hope, because you don't want to be disappointed. And there's just something happening here that I don't think that you may be fully aware of, and maybe you're wondering. But rest and rejuvenation, what do we need to know here? Okay, we've got Page of Emotions, 9 of Emotions. It's a lot of big energy. You got the Sun and the Emperor. It's a lot of big energy. So, yeah, I'm just getting here, Pisces, that with whatever's happening through this journey, whether you're going through it, I mean, I think you're going through it too, right? They're going through it. I just feel energetically you guys are still intertwined in some way, okay? There's still care here. And I think the more that someone spends on their own and really looks at the situation for what it is, and really gets honest with themselves in addition to how they feel about a situation, I think, things kind of melt away in a different way when you bring love into a situation. It doesn't mean you ignore what has happened, or you forget what has happened, but there's also a part too of forgiveness that sometimes is needed. And in addition to forgiveness, like just coming back to the first step of love that just allows things to have that fresh start, that freshness, that allows the safety of, I don't know, just being yourself, I guess, because I feel like there's something here about that's unraveling in a good way, not in a bad way. Like, I feel like someone's been bound is what I see. And that kind of whatever's bound, I feel like is being released or being broken. And it could be someone's heart has been hardened, you know, because when people don't like what they've done, they go hard on the inside. And that's usually what they spit out too. So people that are usually hard on others is because they're hard on themselves, or that's how that they've grown up. And when they make mistakes or they do something wrong, they become even more harsh because of the guilt, the pain, the shame that they're experiencing. And I feel like there's something that's thawing out is the best word to explain. And with whatever's thawing out, I feel like wants to approach you. And with this approach or this communication, a way of being, there is this desire here that it's just going to melt everything. And once that's melted, it's like finally, like you guys can, or whatever this becomes, is just going to create some peace and happiness and just freedom again, in like not feeling so trapped, not feeling hurt. I mean, I don't think certain things will be forgotten, but I feel like you still can heal from that, right? Because with this sun energy and the emperor energy, it just feels like it's someone stepping back into their place, someone stepping back into being connected and in charge of where they're going and what they're doing. And I feel this person kind of lost themselves on the way. But what also it does for you, Pisces, is put you back in a place where you feel, you know, on top of the world, where you feel like, yes, you know, you can kind of just allow things to be. But in addition to that, you can still follow your path. You can still follow your dreams. You can still do what you need to do, but it's with a different sense of energy. So it doesn't mean everything's just going to come smack bang together and it's all hunky dory and all, you know, things take time. And I feel like that's what this is saying. Things take time. Like things still need to heal. Things still need to grow. Things still need to thaw out. But amongst that, it's like it builds this new freedom, the feelings that come with that freedom, right? And there's a lot of glow on this connection and energy, but it allows you to keep moving forward in the path that you are choosing to move forward in, either which way. And, but it's like it gives you a different spring in your step, like when you meet someone new, right? And I feel that's the kind of energy. It's like, maybe there is something new, someone new coming in. Hey, who knows? But whatever this is, it's like something is shining a light, something's glowing, something's lighter, but it's still allowing you to follow the course of action that you want to take in your career, in building your own, you know, sense of security. There's something still that you're pursuing for you. What do we need to know about this Page of Cups? I'll give us 2. Okay. King of Wands and Ace of Wands. So, you know, this is a very determined energy. Very determined energy. Someone really has it for you. What that is exactly, I don't know, but they definitely have a strong desire, a strong feeling, a strong connection. Like you're in their focus is what I feel with this King of Wands. The King of Wands is like very determined. They just go, you know, they're laser focused. They know what they need to do. They're very passionate about it. It's like this not giving up energy. But there's a desire for some newness here. This could be a new energy for some of you. I'm just putting it out there, you know. There could be something new coming on in. What do we need to know about this 9 of emotions? Seven of Cups. I feel this is someone making a choice. It's like they've sat long enough in their silence here, or in their healing process to really acknowledge what actually makes them happy, what actually makes them feel fulfilled, and they've paid attention to it. They can't ignore what they're feeling, especially when you're sitting by yourself doing things on your own. Something like Spirit, I feel, they've also put themselves in that, but I feel Spirit has isolated them on purpose. And maybe even yourself, Pisces, to really look at what's ahead of you, what fulfills you. Like there's something very powerful spiritually that's happening here. And I feel like this is what the realization is that what makes you happy, you know? Okay, we've got 9 of Wands again. Yeah, I feel like whatever the efforts, the battles, the struggles, any sense of overwhelm, the determination, all those things here with this 9 of Wands energy is paid off. Like it's paid off with this sun energy. Your beliefs, like so many things, whatever you've been doing, and it hasn't been easy, you know, but whether for you or for them, it's just simply, I can just see that there's this powerful life just shining on you, Pisces, you know. Emperor energy, 5 of Swords. Let's get one more for the 5 of Swords. The World. It's, yeah. So things are shifting where there has been conflict. I feel like things are changing. The way someone's showing up is changing. Like it's recognizing a new beginning for what it needs to be. You know what hasn't worked. They know what hasn't worked. There's no point fighting a battle that just keeps leaving people hurt, you know? And I feel with this World energy, that's kind of further confirmation here that, you know, that needed to change. That needed to cycle out. Someone's approach here was pretty harsh, pretty hurtful. Maybe it was a control thing for someone, you know? Like I said here, it's like they wanted to handle the narrative because they felt that's what kept them safe, or you wouldn't find out certain things, or the way things could just be handled. It's like someone didn't want to face something, some truth or something around that. But here it's like, I just feel you're standing in your power, whatever this is, Pisces. But things are shining, things are glowing up for you. And yeah, just everything just feels super, super positive. Let's get, one sec. Some advice with the Moonology cards. What? I heard little Miss Clover, I heard, come downstairs. All right. What do we need to know for our Pisces? No, Clover. All right. The energy is gaining momentum and your dreams need a practical plan. This is beautiful. So, Pisces, in terms of your advice here, there's definitely something around some energy moving forward. We can see the action energy, like again, something coming towards you, but in addition, something coming towards you, it's stirring up something, right? It's stirring up something. And with whatever's stirring up, this is a positive energy moving forward, okay? And with your dreams needing a practical plan, I think this is also confirmation of whatever else you are working on for your path, your dreams, your life, amongst this, Clover, careful, connection. We can see here that things are building up and supportive, but you need a clear path. And I feel like something's making sense here. No one wants your butt, Clover. Get down. There's just something here about putting things into motion, but to put things into motion, it's having a path forward on what that is for you. Maybe a part of that is going and spending some time on your own, is working on things and seeing how things unfold. But there is, with this Emperor energy and this Sun energy, you find some passion of where you want to go, what direction you want to go. It just may take a little bit more healing or a little bit more self-care that helps invigorate that even further. But with Spirit just saying that you need a practical plan, it's just a plan that you can go say, okay, I've done this, I need to do this, yeah, I've done that. And again, that helps support this building of momentum and gaining of momentum. So amongst all this, and while you have an energy around you that may want to connect, I feel like they want to approach. I still feel like they're a little bit of ways, okay? For those of you that may be hoping for a phone call tomorrow or an email or a text message. They're figuring their stuff out. So this might be a little while, but amongst it, Spirit's asking you to keep focusing on the work that you want to do, that you want to put out into the world, that you want to shine, because that's been a clear support system in its own, like, blessing in disguise, because sometimes we're like, why did this happen? Why does this need to be, why do I need to go through this pain or difficulty or challenge? Because I feel like there's something else that you're meant to be doing. So just be mindful of your focuses, to best support you at the end of the day. I understand you might be thinking of this person. Obviously, this person's on your mind. You're the most sexiest and the most attractive when you are doing you in a powerful way, in a powerful force. That's what attracts things in. So keep doing those things. Keep doing what you love. Keep doing what brings you passion. And maybe, like this fearless energy that you also have within you, maybe that's time to push through that. And you just never know what comes in, Pisces, because there's a potential for something new to come in. I think that's really going to be up to you. If you want, I don't think there's any desire really right now for that, but it's on your mind, because I don't even think you know right now what to do for some of you when it comes to love, when it comes to a connection, when it comes to your heart. But I think naturally the focus on the work that you do, I think interesting doors are going to open for you. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, love you, Pisces. As always, I hope you felt connected and got what you needed today. And we'll check in again tomorrow and see what Spirit has. Stay well. Bye, friend.